We are all just pawns of the absolute. Minthara will show you that in this Pauper EDH deck. Welcome to Pod Dive's Pauper Edition. Full commander decks using all commons in the 99 and an uncommon at the helm. 30 life, 16 commander damage, all budget. Let's see what this deck can do. Meet Minthara Merciless Soul, a 4-mana Orzhov elf cleric. She's a scaling threat. Her engine is unique. At your end step, if any permanent you control left the battlefield, you get an experience counter. Ward X protects her scaling off of your experience counters. They also give your entire board +1 power for each experience counter you have. So if you have 4 experience counters, Minthara has Ward 4 and your creatures have +4 power. Experience counters are on you, so they persist through Minthara's removal. This is a Pauper version of a mid-range Aristocrats deck. We stack experience counters by ensuring something leaves the battlefield on every one of your turns if possible. This can occur a multitude of ways. Us being very aggressive on the board, triggering temporary permanents with mechanics like Myriad, or sacrificing our own permanents for spells like Village Rites. Minthara should begin her own protection from removal once her experience counters gain steam, to make the ward untouchable by single target removal. Around that same time, your board should be swinging for some nasty damage. To keep the engine running, we rely on some high-value commons. Here are the top 5. The first card is Bone Shards, a cheap sorcery that will set up removal and an experience counter on your turn as long as you have a token or sacrifice-ready creature in play. Number 2, Hyena Umbra. +1/+1 and first strike on this enchantment are nice for 1 mana, but the totem armor is what's really going to help Minthara in the early game or with board wipes later on. Number 3, Deadly Dispute. One of the best draw spells in Pauper. You sacrifice a creature or artifact, draw 2, make a treasure token, and if it was played on your turn, add an experience counter to Minthara. Number 4, Sanatorium Skeleton. Sacrifice it for value, buy it back to your hand, replay it. Simple. Number 5, Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Your opponents won't expect this spell on the drop. Do yourself a favor and practice some simple math so you know when you can drop him to finish a game. The verdict? The mid-range powerhouse that snowballs. It builds slow but hits like a truck once it's going. Weaknesses are Grave Hate that stops some of our recursion, and the limited amount of board wipes that are found in Pauper that wipe out our resources or ignore Minthara's ward. Deck list is in description, but the total cost on Star City Games is $39. Sacrifice the weak, empower the strong, that's Minthara. Subscribe for the next dive.